When childhood social services came for my childhood, I was distraught. News had gone round the area that childhood social services were taking people's childhoods away, and everyone was terrified. Nobody wanted their childhood to be taken away, and our childhoods make us who we are. We were all being so careful and none of us were taking any chances. Then when everyone was asleep, we can hear screaming coming from one of the houses. Their childhoods are being taken away. These childhood social services are a real menace. Why would anyone do such a thing? I want to fight back. This group used to be Child Social Services, where they took children away who were in abusive homes. Then they changed the way they do things and now they take the childhoods of abusive adults. I remember when Child Services came for my child and I was about to fight back, but then I remembered how abusive I can be. How I kept losing jobs and not looking after my child properly. I told them that they can take my child as he was not being brought up properly. Then Child Services gave my child back to me, because they realized that I had realized how I am being a bad parent. There were riots going on in the streets when children were being taken away by Child Services. Then we heard of severe cuts being made to Child Services. Since the cuts, the Child Social Services is now called the Childhood Social Services. They are taking adults' childhoods away and none of this makes sense. When adults' childhoods were taken away by Childhood Services, they had special technology which enabled them to reach into a person's body and take out the childhood version of the adult. The adult would then be in a docile position like they were sleeping. Then Childhood Services would put in a new childhood into the adult body. This new childhood was a happy positive one, and once inside the adult would be a better parent. So the government didn't need to take away the kids anymore, as the parents could now be trusted. This was more economically feasible rather than taking the child away and having taxpayers pay into their care. Childhood Services took my childhood away by reaching into my soul. Then they put in a new childhood version of me. I felt happier and more positive. I am really glad they are doing this.